Red Hood and Harley Quinn team up in sneak peek at Get Joker. DC Comics has released a new preview for Suicide Squad, Get Joker. Number 1 featuring Red Hood and Harley Quinn teaming up. The new series is part of DC's Black Label, known for its darker standalone stories. Currently, Amanda Waller is running the Suicide Squad in a terrible way. She sees the team as completely disposable and is willing to kill them if need be. Meanwhile, Joker has been having a rough time in his new series. Joker is being hunted by DC's villains as he makes his way to Europe, luring his attackers into his next devious plan, especially made for them. Additionally, the Clown Prince of Crime has had some revelations about the super-rich. He believes that the higher powers of the world are fed up with him, thinking that his upcoming plans are far too dark and are breaking the so-called rules. If the new Black Label series has any ties to DC's continuity, both Joker and the Suicide Squad's recent actions will likely be relevant. In a new preview released, Suicide Squad, Get Joker, #1 sees Red Hood meeting Harley Quinn. The series will begin with Red Hood signing up with the Suicide Squad with the aim of taking down Joker. Obviously, Red Hood and Joker have a long history and it's a no-brainer that he would sign up to hunt the Clown Prince of Crime. However, what lies ahead will not be as simple as Red Hood thinks. Killing Joker won't be an easy task. The new preview pages showcase Red Hood being checked out by Waller's guards. Batman's old ally isn't getting any special treatment as he is also implanted with one of Waller's neck bombs that every Suicide Squad member has. Waller is seen looming in the foreground as she flicks through some files, probably about Jason Todd and Joker. After his checkup is done, Jason is given all of his Red Hood gear before heading towards his jail cell with Waller. On their way, they stop as Harley Quinn greets Red Hood. The two of them will be the leading Suicide Squad members tasked with tracking down Joker, as they both know him so well. It'll be interesting to see the environment surrounding the Suicide Squad as they approach their target, knowing the chaotic and unpredictable nature of Joker. Things are definitely not going to be simple. In Infinite Frontier, Joker has proven that hunting him down isn't the best idea. Firstly, it's hard for him to be surprised as he is so well informed. Secondly, he is a ruthless killer with a million tricks up his sleeves. Therefore, most likely, Joker will be prepared for the incoming Suicide Squad attack. Finally, with Suicide Squad, Get Joker. Being a Black Label story, there is a chance that Red Hood and Harley Quinn might kill Joker or vice versa. Spider-Man's next threat is a living Infinity Stone. In the next chapter of the Infinite Destinies crossover event at Marvel Comics, Spider-Man will find himself battling a villain who's merged with an Infinity Stone. In a new preview for Amazing Spider-Man Annual Number 2, Peter Parker will come face to face with Star, who has become the living embodiment of the Reality Stone after the gem's powers were bestowed upon her. In the current Marvel Comics continuity, the Infinity Stones have chosen human hosts after Adam Warlock looked for a new way to protect the powerful artifacts. So far, Marvel has revealed the locations of the Power Stone and the Space Stone, as the former is with the villainous Quantum, while the latter is with an escaped convict named Overtime. Long before the event began, Ryan Ripley was given the powers of the Time Stone, which she used to become the hero, and sometimes villain, Star. Ripley battled and worked alongside the likes of Captain Marvel and Scarlet Witch in hopes of controlling the Time Stone, but thus far hasn't been able to fully do so. Most recently, she was part of the latest Thunderbolts roster. In new previews for Amazing Spider-Man Annual Number 2 by Carla Pacheco, Eleonora Carlini, Eric Arciniega, and VC's Joe Caramagna, Peter Parker is informed about a possible murder at a school and that it might be connected to former student Ryan Ripley. Now with the powers of an Infinity Stone, Ripley seems to be getting revenge against her bullies from her past. Spider-Man meets up with Star and uses a fire hydrant to know her off balance. He reveals Avengers briefings told him about Star not being able to fully control her powers. He tells Star she can't murder everyone who's wronged her. Tired of hearing Spider-Man talk, Ripley throws a cab at him, which he promptly webs up, while calling out her jokes for being terrible. While Spider-Man is doing his usual quipping in a serious situation, he might want to take things more seriously against Star. She doesn't have full control of one of the most powerful items in the known Marvel Universe, and without being stable, she can accidentally launch some incredibly dangerous attacks across New York City. Spider-Man might need to call in some backup to deal with Star. Amazing Spider-Man Annual Number 2 is in comic book stores next week. The trial of Magneto comics following the shocking murder of the Scarlet Witch. The Hellfire Gala reached its conclusion in X Factor number 10, and so did the life of one of Marvel Comics' most iconic heroes, the Scarlet Witch. Now, it's been announced that Wanda Maximoff's shocking murder will lead directly into the trial of Magneto, a brand new limited series launching in August written by X Factor scribe Leah Williams with art by Lucas Werneck. In the series, the very future of Krakow is threatened as a trial begins that will divide the thriving mutant nation. In what's described as a pivotal moment in Jonathan Hickman's era of X-Men, the ongoing tension between the Avengers and the X-Men will explode as Earth's mightiest heroes arrive on Krakow to seek justice for their fallen teammate. All eyes turn to Magneto, but Marvel fans know all too well that when it comes to the master of magnetism and the Maximoff twins, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. Once thought to be father and daughter, Magneto and Scarlet Witch have a storied history that began in the earliest days of the X-Men, and there are plenty of people who hate Wanda after the events of House of M. Mark Brooks' cover for the first issue of The Trial of Magneto has been revealed, and is set go on sale on August 18.